Hey there everyone, my name's Andrew and welcome back to another update on the Enterprise E project. This is going to be a rather short update today because it's not so much about the work that I've done on the model. You see, I was away on holidays in Florida for 2 weeks and I just finished off my first week back at work. And if you've gone away on holidays and you work, you know that the week leading up to going away from holidays is crazy, and the week coming back from holidays is always crazy too. Because basically you've got to get all the work that you would have done in those 2 weeks away done either before or after your holidays. So first week back is always crazy, so I haven't done any physical hands-on work on the model since the last update, but there are a few things I want to let you know about. First of all, some bad news as far as I'm concerned. We had an amazing hobby store here in Kingston called Leading Edge Hobbies. They were a massive hobby store and it had everything that you can imagine when it comes to hobbies. Modeling, RC, they had repairs for RC, they had mold making supplies, woodworking supplies, painting supplies, model railway, puzzles, games, everything you can imagine as far as hobbies. They had it in one location and it was super convenient that I could just go there if I needed something and look around and find what I needed, or even ask people, what are the best options if I wasn't sure what I wanted. So I need your help. They are closing soon. They announced that they were closing back on February 11th once I was away. So I missed out on some of the good deals on models and that kind of thing, but they still have their paint supplies and stuff like that, so I'm trying to scramble to figure out what I'm going to need for my project and maybe some projects down the road. But I need your help in the comment section below. I need you to let me know if you are in Canada and you build models, where do you get your supplies from, especially online supplies. What are your suppliers? Where are the best places to go to get anything in regards to models, paints, tools, all of that kind of stuff? Please let me know in the comment section below, because I'm gonna have to start sourcing everything I need online with the store here in Kingston closing. So please let me know. I've been just scrambling trying to find everything that I can possibly think of that I'm gonna need. I got the full array of clear coats. I got some paints that I thought I might need. I got a few tools. I got some more brass rods for stands, that kind of thing, the ones that are the proper size for the couplers that I've got. But I'm gonna have to try to find out a good source to find stuff, so please let me know, help me out. Where do you source your stuff? If you're in Canada and you're a model builder, where do you get your stuff from, especially if it's online? The second thing I want to talk to you about today is I've changed my mind on the engines of the Enterprise. I have changed my mind again. So here is the Enterprise, the engines. What I was doing in the last episode was I was using the side glow fiber, and that's a really, really cool trick, a really cool idea. Looks really cool until you turn lights on. It's not quite as bright. And I just learned of a new LED tape item that I think is going to look really good in this model, and I have to give credit where credit is due. I was watching Lou Dalmaso's latest episode of his model building, his potpourri episode number 5, and he was given a roll of LED tape. Now, LED tape, let me get the Enterprise back on the stand here. I don't want to drop it. Here we go. Make sure that's tight without squeezing the brass tube too much. Here we are. Okay. Standard piece of LED tape. Now this is also the waterproof stuff. I didn't intend on getting the waterproof stuff. I wouldn't use the waterproof stuff again. It's a little harder to work with because it's got the rubberized coating over top. Great if you were doing stuff outside. I'm doing stuff in models. Models are not gonna get wet. But this is standard high density LED tape. So there's regular LED tape where you've got a 6-inch section with 3 LEDs. Then you've got high density LED tape that has 3 LEDs in a 2-inch section. What Lou Dalmaso had was a 1-inch section with 3 LEDs. And so that is like super high density LED tape. Basically, there's hardly any gaps in between the LEDs, which is going to be super good for eliminating hot spots in the warp nacelles. So using this standard high density LED tape in the warp nacelles gives off lots of light, but you get the hot spots and cold spots. And inside the Enterprise E nacelles, there just is not the space available to diffuse that so that you get a really nice glow. That's why I was working on the LEDs on the either end of the side glow fiber, just to give that nice consistent glow. So I have ordered off eBay two rolls actually, warm white and cool white of the super high density LED tape. I'm gonna give that a try. So I was hoping to have the components of the electronics for the warp nacelles already installed by now, but because I went away on holidays, I haven't had time to do that work, and I'm super glad that I haven't had a time to do that work, because I wouldn't have been able to do this on this model. I would have been happy probably with the side glow fiber. It just wasn't quite as bright in person. It looks really good on camera, so if I was filming it, that's probably what I would do if I was using the camera that I use, but I want it to look perfect to the eye, and when you've got lights on it, it doesn't quite show up as well. So I'm gonna wait for that super high density LED tape to come in, and then I'm going to do that. I have to give credit to Dalmaso for showing that in his videos, but I also have to give credit to somebody else, and I will tell you about that in one moment. Sorry about that, I just had to go check the name of the other gentleman who actually provided this to Dalmaso, and that is Eliot Brown. For some reason, I just blanked on his name. Somebody, if you are into model building and you've watched Dalmaso's stuff, you've watched Simon Merck's stuff, a bunch of other people's stuff, you would recognize that name. So thank you to Dalmaso, and thank you to Eliot Brown for bringing that information forward. There's always progressions in the technology, in the products that are out there, and sometimes you just don't know about it until you're doing research or you're watching other people's stuff and they mention it. And so it's a great community that the model builders have online through things like YouTube, where you can get ideas from other people and you can provide back ideas that you come up with too. So I'm really excited about that, but I have ordered that on eBay. Things sometimes take a while to come, especially if they're coming from places like China. I'm not quite sure where this is coming from. Not sure how long it's going to take. It said that it could come as early as next week or as late as May. I hope it's not going to be as late as May. I don't want to be waiting around that long. I really hope that it comes in the next week so I can get working on that. So I'm going to figure out some other things that I can do, and then I will get working on that stuff, and I will just put the warp nacelles to the side. So recap, not a whole lot of work done, but I've got a few things that that I'm excited about, especially that super high density LED tape. And also, like I said, if you know of some really good suppliers for model building, especially if you're a model builder in Canada, please let me know that information down in the comment section below. But for now, this has been Andrew, just with a quick short update on where things are at, and have a great day, everyone.
Avery, what should everybody do?
Subscribe.
That's right. Subscribe.